Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In this week's video, I'm going to show you how you can take your phone, record some simple found sounds, and take your drum beat from sounding like this to this. So let's start off by, I'm going to jump downstairs and just take my iPhone, cruise around the kitchen and just record some random bits and pieces. And then from there, we're going to bring everything up and we'll start doing a little editing, and I'll show you my process behind the sounds that I chose and how I then incorporate them into building a drum kit or drum beat with those sounds. So I just got back from recording those sounds. I just used my iPhone because I want you to see that you don't need a fancy field recorder or anything like that, or even an extension that goes onto your phone to give you an extra mic. If you have those things, it's awesome, but honestly, you don't need them. Having the little bit of noise and bits and pieces in the background, I find adds to the flavor and really gives something to the sound rather than just having a very surgical and sterile recording of bits and pieces. So now that we've got the sounds, I'm going to chuck them into the computer and I'll show you my process of how I edit them and how I choose the bits and pieces that I'm going to use within the track. So we have two files here. It just split up for some reason. I think I just stopped the recording midway through or part way through. And if I demo some of the sounds to you, you can hear that I go a couple times on each, trying to get different flavors and different sort of vibes for different ones. And you can hear if I just loop this little bit here, not so much the sound, the actual recording, but just like the noise, it's pretty noisy. So one plugin that I like to use just to kind of get everything a little tidier is I'll come along and it is the X noise from Waves. And I know Waves got a bad rap at the moment. I only use this because I got it with a bundle. But there are a lot of noise plugins out there that can kind of get you the same sort of effect. So you can hear there, just takes out a little bit of the sound, a little bit of the background sound, and the other thing I'll do is just put a little EQ on there. You can see if a lot of like weird bass in there that doesn't need to be there, so just clean that up. And then from here, what I'll do is I'll just go through and cut all the samples up. So to save time, I've gone and cut everything up, and this is what it looks like down here. And you can see we had a lot of sounds recorded in, but I kind of just took the best of each one as we went through. I still have that X noise and channel EQ, and here's some of the sounds that we have. And you get the idea. You saw the video of me recording some of them. One thing that I like to do is once I've kind of got everything, I'll normalize all the bits and pieces out, or I'll add some more gain to sort of give it some more level. Maybe I caught like a little bit here and there. And then these are the bits that I'm going to use. One thing that I like to do with my productions and the found sounds that I use is I will not go in. You can record sounds and then go in onto one piece and then loop one section and then turn one sound into a bass sound or something like that. That's not really the idea that I go for when I'm recording found sounds. I just want extra textures, extra layers, and things that well, everyone kind of has a Splice account. Well, a lot of people have a Splice account. So they're all pulling from that same toolbox. By recording these little bits and pieces, you're creating your own sounds. Whilst they might not be the best recording, they are definitely going to have their own character, and they're going to give your song their own sound. So I've taken all of these and I've cut them up, obviously, and then I've just rendered them out and I've put them into the MPC. So we can mute this track for now. And all I've got in the MPC at the moment is I have 4 kicks, 4 clap snares, 4 hats, and then 4 like little percussion bits. And then these other banks here are all the sounds that we just recorded in, and we can start to build out the track. To speed it up a little bit, I've already got a small, like a kick, 2 kicks, a clap, and a hat already programmed. And then we can build on that idea. So let's start looking at the sounds that we have, and then start looking where we can place them in. Some little effects that we can do within the MPC to kind of give them their own life. And all of these techniques you can do within your recording software. This is the drum beat that I just put together. And let's go over to the bank B, and then we like that sound, so let's look at getting that one in. There we go. And I'm not trying to overload and just put tons of all the sounds in. I'm just looking for little bits and pieces where I can put sounds in. Yep, that's a cool one. No, I don't like that. It's too the same with the last one, so let's highlight that, and we're gonna cut that. So I like that, but let's nudge it. Let's go back this way. And then let's get the velocity down a little bit. And then this one, let's nudge it as well. And then same with the velocity. We're gonna let's put that down. And the thing that I like about just sort of putting it in by ear and then just nudging it around completely off the grid is it kind of gives it its own feel. I find that it just works really well like that. So let's keep maybe this one here. I like that as maybe it kind of like goes in, and then where it has the actual click could be where a snare hit or the clap hits. So let's there we go. Kind of gallops a little bit. Let's go back to B. It's a lot of trial and error to see what actually is going to work. There we go. And let's nudge it. go. I like that. Maybe we can do like a little... Take the note repeat off. There we go. I like it kind of accents the different drum beats a little bit more, like the different kicks. I think this would be kind of cool, like with a bit of like a ravey sort of feel to it. So let's go here, reverb. And then let's go back to envelopes, go filter, then just let's have a look here. And envelopes, let's open that filter back up. Go maybe it's a bit better. It won't be something that will put every bar or 2 bars, but it would be something that I think would be a good, like every sort of 8 bars or 16 bars or something like that. So the velocity a little bit. Again, taking it off the grid a little bit. Let's go back to main Let's double the length and then double the length again, and we'll go main and we'll go back to here, and then here. That's the one. So we're gonna zoom this in, and then we're gonna get rid of all of these, cut them. So now let's start picking through, cut these bits, and I'm just like cutting so it's not so repetitive the whole time. We can kind of cut this one. So now what I'm going to do is just do a little bit of effects. So let's go to, we can go to pad mixer, and so let's just choose this one, and then actually, let's go over here. And then just applying a little bit of filtering to all the bits. Let's go to pad mixer, and then let's put a little I like that one. Just get like something, a little bit of something going on, and then we can keep going and going and going. So I look a little bit different from the video that you've just been watching, but I wanted to check back in. I've spent some more time with the drum beat and developing it, and I kind of went in and just tweaked some things and grew the pattern a little bit more and try to utilize some more of the found sounds throughout the track. So here is the finished beat. Well, the finished drum beat, that is, and you can hear for yourself how it sounds. So you can hear that a lot of the sounds are very dry, but as we start to develop this idea into a full song, I will start adding effects and really dialing the sounds back. For the now, I think it sounds great, and that was just done with my phone and putting all the sounds into the MPC, and obviously a little bit of editing within Logic. So hopefully you can see kind of the method behind the madness of not just trying to get a single sound and warp it and pitch it and maneuver it until it's completely not the sound that you recorded. But that is also cool. But the way that I find that found sounds work best is just to record a bunch of hits, edit them down, chuck them into your recording software, your MPC, wherever, and then build out your sounds, and then from there you can build out your drum beat. So hopefully at the end of the day, I've inspired you to create something. And stay tuned, because the next part of this, I'm going to take this drum beat and then show you how I then build a full track using this drum beat. Until next time, see you later.